Coming up on this week's episode, we'll have some walking, running, cycling, swimming, and a few other bits and pieces. So let's get into the video. So this is how changeable the weather is. You've seen what it was like yesterday. All that glorious sunshine. I was out on my bike. Today, tipping it down with rain. We've got a couch to 5k. Normally it's Monday evening because it's a group, because it's a bank holiday here in the UK for Easter. It means Easter eggs, but we have to find the motivation to do it ourselves today. So swim first. Nothing on the workout, just a leisure swim. Then we'll head upstairs, hit the treadmill. I'll try using the treadmill mode on my new watch. I've not used that yet. 5:03 distance. Pace of 8:29. So the swim was ridiculously busy. I couldn't do 100 metres before catching people. And yet I was thinking everyone in there seemed quite quick today. And then I used the jet boots. So they're called Therabody jet boots, and they're like big long recovery boots. They have replaced them there because last time I used them it was like a boa constrictor bite into my leg. The zip broke, which meant it sort of jabbed in and it was digging into my shin. There was no way to turn the machine off. Tuesday was not really anything. Weather was poor, nothing on the plan to do. Just did some work that needed doing. So that brings us on to Wednesday. Wednesday is a day for me doing run 2 of the couch to 5k, and normally do it in the evening. My worry was it'd been such a nice day on and off throughout Wednesday, but with some really big black heavy clouds, that I just thought naturally it's going to rain just when I need to go. It's usually bad traffic trying to get to a couch 5k place at St Nicholas Park in Warwick. So I decided, why not go on my bike? I reckon, well, I put it in Garmin Connect and it told me it'd take me about 20 minutes. So I thought, right, allow myself 22 minutes. I'm not joking, I got there in 13 minutes without really an effort. Just a little bit of a hill, some pedal to get up a hill, but downhill was just sort of rolling around, still gave myself plenty of time. Did the couch to 5k run, 25-minute death run as I call them, same as what we did at the Parkrun at the weekend, and then cycled back. Again, gave myself plenty of time for that. Which brings us nicely on to Thursday. Again, nothing on the plan for Thursday. I've not got anything on the plan all week. So I'm still really struggling in one ear, and the other ear is manageable. Got something called an ear pal, which the chemist, pharmacist recommended I use, and he actually used it on me and got some wax out my ear. I've got about 4 or 5 dark clumps of wax out my ear last night, and you shouldn't really poke things in your ears. It's always grown up, but that's what this thing is made for. But God, it feels horrible. Anything in your ear I think feels horrible. Weekend, we're hoping to do Parkrun at Market Bosworth, which is back in the county where I grew up, Leicestershire. But weirdly enough, the address has actually got a postcode very similar to my own where I am in Warwickshire. Good morning. It's Parkrun day, Saturday. We're off to Market Bosworth Parkrun. To give it its full name, I'll put on the screen. And we are cycling to get to this one. So here we are, we've arrived. Let's try and find the start place at Margaret Bosworth Country Park. So we're here, we've found the start. Let's have the traditional sign and photo. Right, unfortunately I've got nowhere to attach the camera during this park run, so I'll show you what we did afterwards in the background. I'll talk you through what we've done today. So we thought we'd plot a bit of a cycling route for afterwards. Don't want to do too much before. Our workout is supposed to be the Couch to 5k week 7 run, and it's supposed to be a flat 25 minutes. So a 5-minute walk to warm up, same at the end to cool down, and then 25 minutes of running in between. A death run, as I call them. Now, this is 4th one in a row, it will be. And the rest of them are just longer runs. There's no speed work or anything, so what I decided to do was to do 5 lots of 1 minute of running, but a bit quicker. So at a pace I think I can manage and last for 1 minute. And in between that there'll be the 4 sections of rest, being 1 minute and a quarter, so 1 minute 15. Then we'll have an extra bit of an extra rest after that, and then we'll do it again. As it turns out, when I finish the park run, I've just got to the finish chute and it says run. So we'll take you through the rest of what's happening on the ride. There was no bike lock-up facilities. There's a free dog washing facility, or scrub station I think it called it. There was someone there selling sort of fruit, vegetables. I don't really know what it was, to be honest. Didn't quite get what it was. It might even been plants. There was a coffee cappuccino type mobile bar, which is always good to have something if you like your coffee and your cake afterwards for everything. Toilets were there. The one thing I noticed at the end, there was a big massive queue to pay for the car park. So as you go in the car park, you get a ticket. When you're ready to leave, you have to go to the one machine in the car park, put your ticket in. It'll tell you how much you need to pay. You pay the money, you validate the ticket. With there being just one machine, everyone was queuing up there. Me on my bike, didn't need to. So that was one advantage. So I set off and cycled through Market Bosworth, out past the water park that once was a water park. It's now going to be sort of lodges, private lodges around. So you used to be able to now and again go swimming or do some water sports there. That's now no more. Yeah, we know that we're not far from Market Bosworth Battlefield. So we took a visit towards there. We went past a steam engine place at Shenton. Parked the bike up there, popped in and used the toilets. Through, because the path looks a bit rough and ready, I went a slightly different way. Still another path that's rough and ready, but not as rough, but I was ready. We followed that, and then we took a left. We followed back. There was some weaponry places along the way, so we took some photographs of them. Just taking this as a nice easy ride. And then we made our way around to the sort of heritage centre. So we did that. Looked in there again, used the toilet, topped up the water bottle, had a look around, then set off for the the way back. I was going down some sort of gated roads, so So we're now back in the car. It's been a bit of a rude video, this one. We've had a Richard III, with cannonballs, helmets, shiny helmets at that.